Attention, Barça friends! Today I'm bringing you the official schedule with times and the final order of Champions League matches for Barça. You already knew the opponents, and today Union of European Football Associations is showing us how the matches will be scheduled. Like, subscribe, and stay until the end as I share Barça's final Champions League schedule. Let's check it out, well, on screen. Dear Barça family, today welcome to this new video where I'm going to tell you everything in detail. How does the Champions League finally look for Barça in this 2025 to 2026 season? Just a few days ago, the draw became official. We already know the results of it, and therefore Barça's opponents. To try to fight for the sixth one, which has to be inevitable, hopefully we can achieve it. Well, on the screen, you already have Barça's official schedule for these matches, which will start on Thursday, September 18th, 2025. That is, it's just around the corner, and Barça will make their Champions debut, as I said, this Thursday, September 18, and they'll do it away from home at Newcastle Stadium at St. James's Park. A wild match awaits against the Premier League team. Newcastle will be Barça's first opponent to beat in this Champions 2026, a match that Barça Hoy will bring you exclusively, with 2 hours of pre-game coverage and incredible commentary. Even if you can't see the image, we always say it. We give you the option to find it at home and sync the audio with us. The best story, I guarantee you, in Spanish, will be here, free on the internet. With Barça today, that Champions League match, Newcastle-Barça, September 18th at 9 post-meridian Spanish time. That will be match day number 1. Match day number 2 will be on October 1st, 2025. That is, a couple of weeks later, Barça will host, and hopefully at Camp Nou, that first big Champions League rival, which will be, ladies and gentlemen, none other than the current European champion, the current Champions League champion. Paris Saint-Germain, led by Luis Enrique Martinez, will be Barça's opponent in match day 2. That first match day or first game that we're going to have at Camp Nou. Ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy. Can you imagine what that will mean? To see Lucho's team, that Dembele, that Vitinha, that Desiree Doué, that Kvaratskhelia, I mean, an amazing team. And I was about to say another word, but I can't. At this time in the morning, our favorite coach is coming to our turf, to our home. Luis Enrique Martinez is returning home, and he'll do so at Camp Nou. With the chance to face Hansi Flick's team in the Champions League second round, what a start to the competition. First Newcastle, then Paris Saint-Germain. Expect excitement and madness at home. We're about to experience all of this and enjoy it at Barça today. See you all in the Champions League. Pure madness. By the way, the time as well, at 9 o'clock at night. That match too. The third match, corresponding to match day number 3, obviously, will also be played at home, also at Camp Nou on October 21st at a slightly earlier time at 6:45 in the evening. Will be visited by a Greek team that's back in the top competition, Olympiacos, which, by the way, is coached by a Spaniard, the former Sevilla coach. Well, be careful, because it's a particularly tough team, especially if you're going to play at their home. But in this case, they're the ones who are coming to Barcelona. In principle, Barça shouldn't have any problems facing this match against the Greek team Olympiacos, who are coming to Barcelona. Therefore, match day 3, October 21st at 6:45 in the evening. And let's move on to match day number 4, a match day where Barça will have to fly to Belgium. On November 5th, 2025 at 9 o'clock at night, Barça will visit the stadium, the home of Club Brugge. Club Brugge is always a tough, difficult team, but not one that... Sorry, family, I hope they're not going to give us serious trouble. In principle, Barça shouldn't get into trouble. It's a tough opponent, but obviously, I think there's a very important difference between the two teams. As I said, it's the 4th match day. Barça is going to Belgium to play against Brugge at 9 o'clock at night. On match day 5, we have what I believe is one of the most beautiful and anticipated matches of this edition. Why? Because on November 25th at 9 o'clock at night, Hansi Flick's Barça returns to a historic stadium, a legendary stadium, a stadium where Barça achieved a great milestone. That goal by Iniesta, the Iniestas, oh yes sir. That day, Barça qualified for the final with Pep Guardiola on the bench, and we're back at Stamford Bridge. What absolute madness, what excitement, what nerves. Also, of course, and how good, what nostalgia. Remembering those legendary nights when Barça visited this stadium where we've also suffered many defeats, but also some very important victories. I remember Ronaldinho, Lionel Messi, and some great nights, especially Iniesta's goal. Flick's Barça is playing Chelsea again, one of the top Premier League and European teams. Current world champion of club semi-finals and also of that conference, the one that was played a few months ago against Betis, and they were also crowned champions. Chelsea's great team, November 25, the match day 5. Barça goes to London to Stamford Bridge. Let's move on to match day number 6, because we also have a match with unfinished business, with things to resolve. Why? Because Eintracht Frankfurt, the German Bundesliga team from a few years ago, is coming to Barcelona. We also had big problems with them. They invaded Camp Nou during that Union of European Football Associations match under Xavi Hernandez, which was disastrous. They knocked us out of the Union of European Football Associations, and what happened that day at Camp Nou was truly a fiasco. Something that can never ever be allowed to happen again. First, they invade you. Second, they attack you at home. Third, they beat you decisively. So there's still work to do. There is. Revenge. Barça wants it. Eintracht from Frankfurt, Barça. On December 9th, we will have that great match, which we will experience live here on this channel on Barça and with the best commentary on the entire internet. Thank you. After match day 6, we move to 7, then just 2 matches remain. Attention, because I think Barça is going to have a comfortable end to the league phase. First, there's an away match in the Czech Republic scheduled for 2026. On January 21st, also at 9 post meridian, we'll play against Slavia Prague, a match that at first shouldn't pose any problems for Hansi Flick's team. Of course, very cold weather is expected around that time in Prague. And to finish up the regular Champions League, we remind you that you have to be among the top 8 teams. There are a total of 36 teams. Barça will play at home at Camp Nou, with the day's last match being a unified round. Everyone at the same time, Barça Copenhagen. That's how everything would be, family. These are the 8 matches, the schedules, and the complete calendar of the competition. Match day 1, Newcastle Barça. Match day 2, Barça Paris Saint-Germain. Match day 3, we have a Barcelona Olympiacos. Match day 4, we go to the field of Brugge, Brugge Football Club Barcelona. Match day 5, Chelsea Barça. Match day 6, Barcelona Eintracht Frankfurt. Match day 7, Slavia Prague Barcelona. And on number 8, we will finish at home against Copenhagen. Leave a comment. What do you expect from these matches and which one excites you most? I'll check your comments. Barça today, Barça always. Share and smash the like button. Let's go.